Hi, I'm Danny.
And I'm Si. Welcome to Business in the Brew, a podcast dedicated to all things business with the occasional cuppa.
We take a business story, theory, or something we just want to chat about and give it a dusting of our own special personality and sense of humour, combined with our experience and knowledge. We're both business graduates and have run our own businesses for many years. We can't wait for you to listen. Hello.
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 Are you looking very happy?
Am I?
Yes.
Because I just did some mouth noises. They make me happy. I can't do them on camera, not on camera. What's this thing? Microphone. Because it would distract everyone and probably horrify them. Unless this was an AMSR podcast, then they'd love them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was doing some research for this episode, and for some reason, every time I do research in ChatGPT, which is a very useful tool, it tries to suggest titles, and it needed to suggest titles. We have an excellent production team who titles our stuff.
Yes, exactly.
But it amused me that it tried to title this one Luxury Lies and a Cheese Sandwich. I was like, really? Weird.
Cheese sandwich?
A cheese sandwich? Yes.
Wait a minute, is that what they were promised?
Well, no, they were definitely promised more than a cheese sandwich. So the actual subject is the FYRE Festival, which is well known, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't cover it, because lots of things are well known and we cover them anyway. So this is essentially a story of when marketing and hype outrun the reality by a long way. So the objective of FYRE Festival was to launch an exclusive luxury music festival in the Bahamas to promote a new talent booking app called FYRE. And FYRE rather than...
Right.
Oh dear. Anyway, the FYRE Festival was pitched as the cultural event of the decade, which sounds very high-minded and really stupid to me, but a high-end Coachella.
As it turns out, it was.
It was, yeah. A high-end Coachella for influencers, models, wealthy millennials. Ugh, literally the worst kind of people that I would rather die than spend time with. But anyway.
Yeah.
Combining music and art, networking, and luxury villas with A-list performances. Yes, well.
Whoa.
Yeah. So Billy McFarland, who was at the time 25, raised more than $26 million from investors for this app and the stuff that went with it. And the FYRE app itself was meant to be an Uber for talent bookings.
Okay. What about agents?
Well, anyway. So, and the festival was essentially the flashy launch party for the brand. Theoretically, fine. Whatever. You think there's a market for that? Great. You're doing a launch party? Great. But weirdly, I don't know how he got this funding, because he'd previously run a dubious credit for millennial startup called Magnes. Or Magnes. I can't say that. Magnises. Magnises? Really doesn't. You read it. The italics up here.
Ooh. Magnises?
I don't. Well, anyway, it didn't
doesn't
work.
Look right.
It doesn't look right.
That
No,
doesn't have a good mouthfeel, does it?
No, it does not have a good mouthfeel. No, but that had collapsed under unpaid bills. So, for some bizarre reason, he just came back round and used his charisma and influencer network.
I've got another idea.
Exactly, to raise serious. I mean, this is serious money. $26 million is serious money. And he also had this network of people like Ja Rule.
Oh.
Yes. So he could get some big names with his Ja Rule friendship. So in December 2016, the FYRE Festival marketing campaign launched, and it became a bit of a case study in viral influence. I mean, it was a very clever marketing campaign.
Right.
Not the most clever in the world, but very clever. Top influencers including Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid? Yeah. I'm not even going to try and say her name, but a lady called Emily, Hailey Baldwin and others all posted a single orange tile on Instagram with the hashtag FYRE Festival. And the campaign reached over 300 million people in 48 hours.
Oh.
My God, Kendall Jenner alone was reported to pay $250,000 for one post, which naturally she later deleted. No one disclosed that the post was sponsored, which is an FTC violation to start with, but that's the least of the problems. The promotion video was shot on the Exumus Island in the Bahamas. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you shoot it on. The Bahamas very pretty, I'm sure. Sunny, the rest of it. Directed by a high-end creative team, showing models, yachts, turquoise water, bonfires, and gourmet meals with the tagline
What time of the year was
seek, and discover.
Take place?
Where is it? April 2017. So December 2016, the FYRE Festival's announced and influenced began posting. January to March 2017, the tickets start to be sold from $1,500 to $250,000 for a ticket.
Okay. Wow.
Some VIP packages included chartered flights, luxury villas, and yacht parties. Sounds like a jolly.
Yeah.
February 2027, headliners started being promoted. Blink 182, Major Lazer. Who has Major Lazer? Migos. Disclosure and more. These are not. I mean, this is not Steps and 5, is it? But
you're not a millennial.
I'm not a wealthy millennial. No. March 2017, logistics start to unravel with the original private island, which was once owned by Pablo Escobar, revoked after organisers used his name in the marketing, which you're not supposed to do. So it was moved to a gravel pit near a sandals resort on Great Exuma, where there was no infrastructure to support anything of that scale, or any of the luxury that they were talking about. April 2017, which is 2 weeks before the actual event, there were no food contracts, no stage finish, no plumbing or power. There's a lot of staff going, I'm not sure this is a great idea. It all seems a little bit unsafe. To which McFarland presses on saying, let's just get some influence there. We'll fix it live.
Oh.
Yes. April the 27th, which was day one of the event, the guests started to arrive. There was disaster relief tents, soaked mattresses, no running water, no cell service, and meals consisted of white bread, processed cheese, and lettuce served in styrofoam boxes. Not quite to the gourmet promise, was it? April the 28th, which would be day two, Blink 182 cancels. Weird. Security collapses, attendees are stranded at the airport, social media explodes with images and videos, and April 29th, which would be day three, the FYRE Festival is officially cancelled, with the Bahamian government declaring an emergency evacuation. Sorry, that's like an epic fail, isn't it? Within hours, it trended globally on Twitter and Instagram, which it would do because it went viral to start with, so then there's a lot of eyes on it.
Yeah.
Cheese sandwich photo was especially viral, and it symbolised a modern marketing failure, which I actually don't think it did, because the marketing worked because they sold the tickets. It wasn't a failure of marketing, it was a failure of the twat at the other end who couldn't set up his event.
It's just unreal.
Yeah. Can you imagine spending $250,000 on a ticket?
Yeah, but what was he distracted on enough that he didn't put anything into process?
Do you know, that I can't see inside his head, so I don't actually know. But he wasn't a solid guy, because the legal fallout of this, within 10 days, the FBI had started investigating him for wire fraud, and he pled guilty to 2 counts of wire fraud in March 2018. He was sentenced to 6 years in federal prison, ordered to forfeit $26 million.
Really?
Yeah. Although he was released in 2022 and is claims to be working on FYRE Festival too. Interesting.
It's like lightning doesn't strike twice.
Well, yeah, Ja Rule escaped criminal charges, but was named in multiple civil suits.
My goodness.
Over 277 workers and local Bahamians were unpaid, including caterers, who lost $50,000 feeding workers. Awful, isn't it?
I just can't. I can't understand. It's monumental as a failure.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked on events before where the first thing you do is raise sponsorship and get interest, because otherwise there's no point doing the bit at the other end, because you haven't got the audience, you haven't got the money to do it. But there's a tipping point at which you go, right, well, I've got some attendees now, I've got my sponsors now, I've got free cash flowing. Let's book a venue.
Yeah. Let's put some flags in the ground.
Yeah, you can't. I get you can't always book the venue first, although you could have had a gentle agreement with them that when we reach ticket sales off, can we solidify the agreement? It's like he did nothing. It's like he went, I've promised them yachts, but he'll just turn up to a gravel pit. It'll be fine.
So it's literally a gravel extraction site, a gravel pit.
Literally a gravel pit with no water, no plumbing, no luxury villas, no yachts.
Wow. Is there I
imagine they got a lot of networking done, though, where they're all stranded in the airport.
I bet some alliances were forged then. So I kind of wonder, how someone who maybe has a conscience could not let that happen.
I suspect, based on his incarceration, he doesn't have a conscience. But let's assume he does.
Yeah.
This is what was spent on each area. Influence and marketing spend was $4 million. Right. Luxury villa deposits, $3 million. I don't know where these luxury villas were because they weren't in the gravel pit.
Skyrocket.
Flights and charters were $2 million. Stage, artists and logistics, $8 million, although it mostly went unpaid. and the actual festival revenue was only 1.3. It's really bad. It's really bad. Makes me sad for those people. Although I feel that much of a...
So that's 2017. He was incarcerated for how long?
He was let out in 2022.
Okay.
So he was in prison in 2018 by the time it had gone through the court system and stuff, and came out in 2022, which is 4 years. Mm-hmm. He was sentenced to 6. Mm-hmm. I can only assume he was out for good behaviour. Or out because he was telling everyone inside that he needed to start work on FYRE Festival 2 and needed to be free. But there was a bit of fallout for it. The FTC later cited FYRE as a textbook case for why influencer posts must disclose sponsorships. I don't know if that's necessarily the thing to blame.
No.
Because, like, is it going to make you any more interested in something if you know that someone's being paid to promote it versus if they're promoting it because they're interested in it? I don't know. But you can watch 2 documentaries on it, one on Netflix and one on Hulu. I
like to see that. I don't think I've seen it. I've heard about it, but I haven't actually seen it. I'd like to see this in real life.
Netflix is FYRE, the greatest party that never happened.
Right.
And Hulu is FYRE Fraud.
Right.
And they're slightly contrasting angles, so you might want to watch both. The Netflix one is about operations and staff chaos, whereas the Hulu one focuses more on influencer culture and McFarland's psychology.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which would be quite interesting. Yeah. But you could literally, you can make 2 whole documentaries. It would take ages to trawl through the psyche of that.
Yeah, we can't cover it adequately in 20 minutes.
Delusional chap.
Yeah.
But yeah, things like this don't appeal to me personally, so I can't understand the psychology of people buying into it.
The psychology of being involved with someone that contains so many influences and so many media.
It's what's that word where it begins with antihistamine? No, anthema. No, what's that word?
Anathema.
Yes, to me. That. Say it again.
Anathema.
Anathema to me.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That sounds like anathema. No. Anathema is...
it sounds horrible to me. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's basically completely repulsive.
That.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't say it, but that thing, that's what it feels like. It's just not my bag. Yeah. So I suppose I can't get any of it why people would invest in it. I can't get why people would waste that much money on it. Yeah. I mean, if you've got that much money, hire your own private freaking villa and take a bunch of friends out that you actually get on with to a place you actually know about, not a Sandals resort. No. Just...
all inclusive.
Great. Adults only. I'm finding it hard to get my head around because it's just not something I'd ever be interested in.
Sure. But there will be plenty more of these in the future.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But hopefully,
yes,
they'll actually work. But what would you say to anyone that's considering going to the second one?
FYRE Festival 2?
Yes.
Maybe don't. If you see an orange tile, shy away. And certainly don't pay $250,000 for a ticket for a cheese sandwich. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, right? You know what rich people are like, right? Well, not all of them. That's a very sweeping statement. I do apologise to the rich people that are nice. Mm-hmm. But imagine if you're the type of, like, slightly arrogant, wealthy millennial that is used to eating in the Ivy, say, or really nice place, and you rock up and they give you a styrofoam box with a cheese. I don't even eat cheese. I'd die of starvation. I'd have bread and lettuce.
I don't know. Maybe
you can have my cheese slice there.
Maybe it'll be yes. All right, I'll do that. But maybe it'll be taken as this is an interesting life experience.
Oh, here. like a nostalgia sort of thing. This is how the other half live.
We're going to have to pivot this. This wasn't what I was expecting. I don't care about the money, but actually, I'm going to be able to talk about this for the next 4 decades. Oh, it's probably a TED talk out of that. How I survived a cheese sandwich. On a desert island.
That would be amazing. I mean, they were still in the Bahamas, let's be honest. It can't have been that. It's not like I don't think it was raining or anything, but...
ravaged by a storm or a hurricane, yeah.
So I'm interested how FYRE Festival 2 is going to pan out. I don't buy off influencers. These are not my people. But I'm interested in the psychology of the weirdos that are these people. Is what I've taken from that.
Are you saying easily influenced... gullible.
Well, I feel bad calling them that in case randomly any of our listeners happen to be FYRE Festival ticket one owners, but but yeah, them.
And if they are, we'd love to talk.
I'd love to see a photo of your cheese sandwich. So yeah, I can't.
Thanks very much. We've got lunch coming up. And I've actually ordered a cheese sandwich.
You have, yeah.
So this has set me right up.
All right, we'll go and enjoy that. Thanks.
Thanks for supporting us by downloading and listening to this episode.
And a massive thank you also to Donnie, Emily, Nat and Lewis and the BTD Studios for all your expertise in bringing our podcasting dream to reality.
We'd love it if you commented on this episode, as we'd really like to know what you think and what you might like us to cover in future episodes.
And we'll see you on the next one.